If I wanted to get my pull-up by my birthday, this is the exact blueprint I would follow. If you're watching this, it's probably because you want to get your first pull-up by your birthday. I have so many women that come to me saying just that. They want to get their pull-up by their 60th birthday, by their 50th birthday, or maybe it's not even a birthday. Maybe you just want to become the strongest, most confident version of yourself by 50, 60, 70, whatever age it might be. This blueprint is going to be for you. In today's video, I'm going to go over exactly why you do not have your pull-up right now and exactly the steps to get there. In your case, you're wondering, why should I listen to you? My name is Angela Gargano. I'm a 6-time American Ninja Warrior, and I've been helping women conquer their first pull-up since 2018. That's right, I specifically work with women to get their first pull-up. And I've been able to help them get it in less than 6 weeks, and now it is your turn. So if you're watching this video right now, you might be in a couple different positions. Maybe you used to be in really good shape, but now you're feeling overweight and low energy. You want your energy in your life back, and you know that working towards getting your pull-up is going to help improve all of this. Or maybe you've had a ton of factors contributing to a lot of stress in these past years, and that's led you really unfocused with your personal goals. You've helped a lot of people, and you're so ready to be a student again and to do something for yourself. You want to cut down, lose some fat, and start feeling like a total badass again. And you know that working on your pull-up is going to be a great way to get there. Or lastly, maybe you do feel strong, but for some reason you can't even get halfway to a pull-up. And you're wondering if it's just that you're not working hard enough, or maybe you're not utilizing the right muscle groups. But what you all have in common is that you want to get this damn pull-up and feel confident in your body. But you know that whatever it is that you are doing currently is not working. Am I right? So what can you do? You're so ready to jump up on that bar and glide up here effortlessly, just like these amazing Pull-Up Revolution students. These women started off with 0 pull-ups, and they're cranking out multiple in less than 6 weeks, hitting their goals of getting their pull-ups by their birthday or by 50 to become the most confident version of themselves. They're pushing past limiting beliefs of thinking maybe this wasn't going to be possible for them. And they're feeling strong and confident and motivated in their body to continue doing movement and pushing themselves. And now it's your turn. You're wondering, why can't I do it? And it's not because you aren't determined, because I know you are. You're here, you're watching this video. You just need a new approach to make this happen. And what is so epic right now is now you have a deadline, or what my mentor likes to call a lifeline, which is going to ignite even more of a spark for you, especially once you have a plan and a blueprint to follow, which is exactly what we're going to go through today. And if after this I go through everything and you're like, Angela, I just want the exact blueprint, I want the exact coaching and support from Pull-Up Revolution, then head down below and join us. You can literally join us instantly today. But what I don't want you to do is watch this and go back to whatever it is that you were doing, because that is not going to get you to where you want to be. I want you to take action. To take action. And I know that you take action in so many other areas of your life. So let's start taking action on this goal and make it happen. So after all of that, after all the hype, let's go through the entire blueprint of exactly how to get your pull-up. The first thing that we need to do is we need to evaluate. We need to assess where we are at right now. And so many women get in their heads about doing this. So I want to remind you right now that this is a you versus you moment, and not a you versus you way back when to compare yourself to. It's not a you versus somebody else that you've seen get to their pull-up goal. It's a you versus you, and a you versus you right now. And if you're working with anyone else, if you're working with any trainer, make sure that you are doing some type of evaluation, because it's so important to see where you're at before you begin so that you can really see our progress. Because what happens is we see ourselves every single day. So you might think you're not getting any progress on working on your pull-up, but because we're going to evaluate it and see it from day one, you'll be able to have proof to show yourself that, yes, wow, I am getting a little bit more bend in my arm, okay? Even when it doesn't feel like it. So this is super, super important. It's also gonna be super important because maybe whatever you're doing isn't working. So that's gonna allow you to evaluate and say, okay, cool, I need to make some adjustments so that I can figure out what is going to work to get me there. So we evaluate a few different pieces in Pull-Up Revolution because a pull-up is a full body move. We want to take a moment to really evaluate a couple different things. Number one, try your pull-up unassisted and make sure you film it. I know it's gonna suck. I know maybe it's not gonna be where you want it to be, but film it with no judgment, just so you know exactly where you're at. Then you're also going to film your pull-ups with a light assisted band, okay? I know I'm the girl on here who says that pull-up band isn't gonna help you get towards your first pull-up. You're just gonna stay stuck. And that is in fact true, but the pull-up band is a great tool if you utilize it properly. So I want you to use a band when you're testing yourself that you're only gonna be able to get about 3 to 4 reps with, okay? You don't wanna use one that's gonna be flinging you up on the bar. You wanna use one that is really making you work. And again, make sure you film this and make sure you log exactly what band you're using so that you can evaluate exactly the same way on day one as you do after your 6 weeks. I used to be a biochemist, and it's really important when you're doing an experiment to keep everything the same from the beginning of the experiment and when you're testing at the end, so you can really see what types of changes and the progress that you have made. So make sure you're jotting this down. You're also gonna be making sure that you are testing things like your push-ups, okay? Because when you are working on your pull-up, you should also be doing an equal amount of pushing. So this way our shoulders don't round forward and we don't get uneven. That's why training with a trainer or training with a program that has really been put together properly is really important, because there is a method to the madness. We're not just throwing together a bunch of different workouts. We're making sure your body stays injury-free and that we are doing an equal amount of pulling, an equal amount of pushing, and working on all the other areas of your body so that you can see success. And just to show some amazing women that have gone through Pull-Up Revolution, here's an amazing student right here who is going through the process, and it worked for her and it is going to work for you too. Number 2, I want you to shift your mindset. A lot of women want to skip this part, but this is huge. 80% of the women who come through and go through Pull-Up Revolution do get their pull-up. The 20% that do not get their pull-up, it's not because they're not strong enough. It's because of their mindset. Maybe you have these little voices in your head saying, are you sure you can do this? Maybe you look at that bar and you're just shaking your head sometimes and you're not doing it intentionally, but it's just coming up because it's like, this is hard. Like, am I going to be able to do this? Getting that pull up is going to take shifting your mindset to I can't do it to I can't do it yet. And it's going to be about having unwavering belief, okay? Showing up for yourself even when it's hard and going through it consistently and humbly. And I want to share a testimonial with you from my client Liz right here, who says it in the best possible way. And this is Liz literally going from 0 to her first pull-up in 14 weeks. And now she has multiple pull-ups and it's really completely transformed her entire life. And it all started with working on getting her first pull-up. She wrote this the perfect way. She said, save this for the days you need a yes, I can reminder. Some of the best things in life don't look so hot at the beginning. Maybe that feels like how you feel like right now, right? It's cool to pick something that's fast, but have you ever experienced the feeling of sucking out of the gates? Then working hard, consistently, humbling, and celebrating the whole messy, wonderful process. I was on a mission to get my first pull-up a few years back, and I can tell you that even now, years after I got 1, then 5, then 10, every single trip above the bar is so much sweeter because of the sweat I had to put in to get there. And this applies to life. She said, thank you, Angela, for coaching and support to get her pull-up. Okay, check this out. She got her pull-up in 14 days. I just want to show you her transformation. She started like most of you. Nowhere. Okay? Nowhere. 14 days, she got her first pull-up. Now she's cranking out at least 12 pull-ups daily. Okay? This is so possible for you. And it's okay that it's frustrating right now. Okay? It's okay if you're not getting anywhere right now. Okay, so now let's go to step 3, which is obviously the workout plan. Like, what do you need to do? First thing I want to say, if you do not have some kind of plan, that is literally like you are flying blindly to your goal. You're in the airplane, you're flying, you're hoping you get to that destination. You might make it there. You don't know how long it's going to take. You don't actually know if you're doing the right things to get there. Okay, so you really do need to have some kind of plan, especially with that lifeline you have of getting it for your birthday. I'm gonna go through exactly how I've put together this 6-week plan for Pull Up Revolution. And like I said, if you don't wanna figure it all out yourself and you want this program, you get lifetime access to this program, and we give you coaching as well to help you on this journey. So you have that option to jump into Pull Up Revolution when you are ready. So in Pull Up Revolution, we take a full body approach to getting your pull up, because a pull up is a full body move, okay? It is not just your shoulders. It is not just your arms, okay? You're working on your arms, your shoulders, your back, your core, and your glutes. Yes, it is all connected. So when you're working towards your pull up, don't think about it as, oh my goodness, I can only do upper body this entire time. No, we are gonna be utilizing and doing it all together so we have a nice strong foundation and we can work on getting up to that pull up smoothly. Now in Pull Up Revolution, we do a 5-day-a-week plan, but I also give everyone access to a 3-day-a-week plan instead, okay? You can figure out what's gonna work best for you and your schedule. But what I do wanna say is that if you really do wanna get it by your birthday, if you have a specific lifeline that you are working towards, maybe it's 6 weeks, maybe it's a couple months, okay? Dedicate yourself to your goal, okay? Dedicate it, get it done. I almost like to tell people, like, get in, get out, okay? Just go for it, okay? Stop stalling and doing like 20 million different things. Like, just go for it. Just go for it and get it done. And what someone told me once is you can do it all, but not right now. So take everything one step at a time and one thing at a time. So, hey, your goal is to get your pull up, work on your pull up. If your goal is also to lose weight and tone up, you're gonna actually be doing that while you're working towards your pull up, okay? And then any other goal that you might have, you can do that after this. You're gonna feel so fired up and motivated after getting this pull up that you're gonna be able to take over the world. All your workouts only need to take about 30, 45 minutes. And that's exactly what we do in Pull Up Revolution. They don't need to take forever. You should not be in the gym for like an hour and a half to work on this. So I'm gonna run through the weekly schedule here we do for Pull Up Revolution. I'm just gonna show it to you here so you just have an idea. Again, this is the 5-day-a-week plan, but there is a 3-day-a-week one. And it's really important to know, and you see here that again, we're doing all different parts of your body when we're here in Pull Up Revolution. Week 1 is all about creating that strong foundation, okay? If you don't have a strong foundation of a house, it is going to crumble, okay? So we wanna make sure that you have a nice, strong foundation with everything, a real good understanding of your body before we just like throw you into some crazy drills, right? So week 1, we really focus on that. We really focus on the bottom of the pull-up, and we also focus on tension. I'm gonna tell you more about what's in each day later on, but I wanna give you an overview first. Week 2 and 3, we take the moves we learn from foundations and we start to now amplify them a bit more, okay? So now you're gonna be a little bit more familiar. You have that strong foundation. Now maybe you can go a little heavier with any of the weights that you were using. Maybe you're gonna be able to do more of a certain move. You're gonna really try and challenge yourself to push past some of the numbers you had in your strength tests. And then week 3 and 4, which is I like to call it level up, we're gonna continue to advance those moves. What we're going through is something called progressive overload. This works really, really well, okay? This is how you see success. It's by taking similar movements and continuing to progress them through a 6-week period. You're not only going to see a difference in your body, you're gonna see a difference in your strength, and it's gonna feel damn good. Shouldn't be doing a bunch of random things every single day. That's not gonna give you the result that you want. And then week 6, this is my favorite, and this is how I actually do a little twist on progressive overload. For week 6, I take everything that we learned throughout those couple weeks and we throw it into a week that's super, super fun, okay? A little bit more intense workouts are actually a little bit shorter, and we're going to be doing a ton of pull-ups off the band, making sure that we're really testing it out each day. And this is normally where women are PRing or getting a ton of pull-ups. Like, typically, the women come in with 0 pull-ups and they leave not just with 1, but with multiple pull-ups. And then after all of that, you're gonna do your strength test again. Exactly how you did on day 1, you will do it again at the end of it. Now that we're done with understanding what that 6 weeks of training is going to look like, let's walk into what is happening daily. So in each workout in Pull Up Revolution, I break it up into a warm-up, mobility, stability, strength, and your cool down. This is gonna really help you get the most bang for your buck. I have another video that breaks down more of what these mobility, stability, and strength movements are, but I'm gonna show you a few that you can do. I'm just gonna flash them in here so that you can utilize them if you want as you go through. So here are 3 overhead mobility drills you can do. Remember, mobility is getting your arms above the head and then being able to function in that movement. That's exactly where our arms are when we are doing our pull-up. Why this is so important is because in our everyday life, we are not ever pulling anything down. We're constantly pushing. So we want to make sure that our body can not only have our hands above our head, but also function. You're going to be able to get there faster. I always have women go against the wall, raise their hands up, see if they can tap the back of the wall with their back against it to see and test their mobility to see where they're at. Even if your mobility is good, you should be doing these mobility drills to fire up your brain and get that mind and body to connect. Then we have these stability drills, okay? And these stability drills are really important because you should be doing as much pulling as you're doing pushing to really keep yourself injury-free on your shoulders and be able to support yourself hanging on the bar. There's a lot of stuff going on in our shoulders, so we really want to make sure that we're doing that. So stability drills are some of the ones that I have here. And you're going to want to make sure you have a nice even amount of mobility and stability. Sometimes they actually go hand in hand, which is actually really cool. And strength drills. The strength drills are going to be a little bit different on each day that you are working out, and I'm going to go through that in a second. So Monday in Pull-Up Revolution, we do an upper body day. We go through all that framework of mobility, stability, strength, and then the strength part, we are focusing on strengthening the bottom piece of the pull-up, which is the part where everyone gets stuck. So if you're on a band and you're shaking and can't get up and you wonder why you throw away the band and can't do the pull-up after, this is because you need to strengthen the bottom piece. So we are going to be doing different types of drills to strengthen the bottom of the pull-up, which I'll show you some examples here. Tuesday, we do a lower body day. Okay, yes, got to work on those glutes, okay? Don't forget about that. And with those, we're going to be doing deadlifts. And what's so cool about deadlifts is that deadlifts actually utilize your lat in a different way. It's not overhead, okay, but it utilizes it where you hold onto a bar or dumbbells and you turn your arms in to really lock out your lats so you can pull up and protect your low back. So we're using our lats, but in a different way. We're also going to do some horizontal pulling. And then at the end of this, we are going to do a little bit more upper body where we are focusing how to hold tension on the bar, something that's really, really important. So that's another strength piece, but we're going to show you how to do it in a non-intimidating way, strength drill wise. Wednesday is a core and grip day. Your grip is so, so important. Also, by the way, grip strength is a correlation to longevity and overall health. Okay, so if you have better grip strength, you're gonna live longer is basically what they're saying. So we're gonna work on moves that are gonna strengthen those arms in a different way and also gripping and not be able to drop the weight so that you can really, really make sure that your grip strength is happening off the bar. We're also going to be focusing on our core because our core is a huge piece when it comes to our pull. We want to be able to hold tension in our core, so we're going to continue to focus on that and getting nice and strong in that core area. On Thursday, we're going back to some upper body day. Again, we're always doing mobility, stability, and strength in all of these, but for the strength part of this, we're going to be working on something called eccentrics, where you're really, again, holding tension on the bar and slowing yourself down. What's really important is that you see these eccentrics on different types of workouts and stuff like that, and they're super intimidating. I show you in Pull-Up Revolution how to do them supported and nice and slow, so you can just really learn mentally how to hold that tension and you're not feeling like it's super intimidating or anything. The eccentrics is kind of interesting because it actually really helps develop strength because you're holding that tension and you're going super, super slow. It actually rips the muscle a little bit more. I know it sounds kind of sketchy, but it's not. And by ripping that muscle a little bit more, it's actually going to develop even more strength. So it's really important that you utilize these and do these in these training. And notice how as I'm going through this program, we're not doing all the drills every single day, right? We're doing certain ones and doing them really, really well throughout the week. And then on Friday, I love the challenge day. This is where we bring everything in together, and we might do some other things where we are jumping up on the bar, trying that pull up without the band. It's really important that you're doing that weekly so you can get that mind and body to connect and get that central nervous system to be like, oh brain, that's exactly what I need to do to get my pull up. And Saturday and Sunday I have as rest days. Now it's really important, and we're gonna go through this a little bit more, that you are taking those rest days. Remember, your workouts are just as important as your rest days. Your rest days or your recovery is just as important as your workouts, which we're gonna go over in a little bit. So that's exactly why I have that in the schedule. And you can put those rest days wherever you want, right? You might be super sore after day one because you've never done moves like this before, and that's totally fine. Make sure you are really listening to your body, taking the rest, because when you rest and allow your muscles to recover in the right way, you're going to develop more strength and more muscle. And just to show some amazing testimonials here of them going through the program, this can be you too. And like I said, you can try and map it out I'm giving you all the things that I'm going through, or you can get the entire blueprint online. Okay, 2 more things I want to go through for this blueprint. Number 1, you need to eat more. You need to eat more. Gone are the days of eating less and doing tons and tons of cardio, okay? Gone are the days of that. We need to, as women, be eating, and we need to make sure that we're hitting protein. We want to make sure that we're doing at least 1 grams of protein per your ideal body weight, okay? And a lot of us women are not getting that. It'll really help support you and your muscle growth if you are eating, okay? So take a day, maybe track how much protein you're doing. If you're only hitting like 60 grams of protein, okay, let's just say that, then what you will do is say, you know what, next week I'm gonna add a little bit to each meal, try and get to 70. And you're gonna keep going up until you hit that 1 gram per your ideal body weight, okay? This is gonna be a game changer for you ladies, especially you ladies who are coming in for your 40th, 50th, and 60th birthday. You have to be hitting that protein goal, and you can totally do that pretty easily if you're hitting between 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. But don't rush into it. Don't do it too quickly, okay? You wanna make sure that you're easing into it so that your body can really hold on to it, right? If you're literally eating 60 grams and you go right to like 150 or something, like that's gonna shock your body. You wanna slowly get into it, and you really wanna make sure you have that protein to help support your muscle growth and your strength to get your pull-up. And for those of you who are like, I'm vegan, you still need to hit those protein goals. I know it's a little bit tougher and a little bit more of a twist to make that happen, but you can in fact make it happen, and it's super, super important when you're working on this. And another amazing lady getting her pull-up so that you know that you can get it too. And last but not least, recovery. You need to make sure that you are recovering. Your recovery is just as important as your workout. Now, you have to make sure you are listening to your body, okay? Even in my Pull-Up Revolution program, with the 5 days of workouts and the 2 rest days, you can put them wherever you want. It's so important to listen to your body. Your body will tell you if, hey, you know what, I needed a little more rest. How to determine how to push through when you're super, super sore, or how to determine to rest, you will know. You will internally know and just be exhausted, and it's gonna be really hard. Your body will tell you, hey, I need more time to develop that muscle. So maybe instead you take like an active recovery day and you just go for a walk instead of doing the workout. It's so important that you're recovering. And recovering also means eliminating stress levels and trying to get as much sleep as possible. These are all factors in working towards your pull-up, on getting stronger, on getting that muscle and everything that you want. So like I said, when you're ready to take action, which I know you are right now, you can either try and map it all out by using all these tools that I gave you today, or we can literally just give you the blueprint and you can just follow it, and we can give you coaching along the way. Like my client said here, she loves being able to show up and just know exactly what to do. Everything is planned for her. And reminder, none of this is gonna happen unless you take action. And I know that you're here and you are going to, in fact, make it a reality. But I hope at least me walking through the blueprint and walking through step by step what is gonna really help support you in getting this pull up so that you can get it by your birthday, you can see, wow, this is totally possible for me if I just lay it out in the right way. So let me know how you like this video. Make sure that you like and you subscribe. You can also follow me here on Instagram. Send me a message. Let me know how you like this video. Or if you can even send me literally a video of your pull-up and I'll take a look at it. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, all the things. Thanks for being a part of this YouTube channel. And I can't wait for you to get your pull-up by your birthday.